Astro, no.
First legend, and you're watching 2K.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D, don't believe in. She keep playing me dumb. I'm a player for fun. Y'all don't really know my mental. Let me give you the picture like stencil. Falling out in a drought. No flow, rain wasn't pouring down. See, that pain was all around. See, my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm everything like this. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put it in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I see you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a?
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to the Raptors in Toronto. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
And nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, when things aren't going your way, it's tough to stick it out. So I applaud them for hanging in there.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's KD. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
They set the screen. And Durant gets it to go.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Here's Booker. That's tipped. Pass to Durant. And it's blocked. Booker, right side. Ayton in the high post. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. On the wing, Booker. No good from outside. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And KD throws it down.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Ayton the screen. Lets the 3 fly. And Booker is good for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Paul after the miss from KD. And stolen by Simmons. Durant down low. And then Durant with the dunk.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
To the middle. Craig. It's picked off. A miss that time would have put him up. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
He hits the second from the line.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Seth Curry. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Here's Booker. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Pass to Mills. And too long on the shot. Suns leading by 3. Here's Booker. Up and in on the layup. That's now 8 points for Devin Booker.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now, here's Sharp. Booker pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
On deep. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
9. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns? So it's Phoenix now. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. It'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Suns leading by 6. Booker outside. Saric outside. Booker looking around. Shot clock at 6. The second effort. And it's good on the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Sharch. Jacks up a three. And Booker is good for three. Booker's got 13.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And here's Sharp. Back to Mills. Here's Sharp. Landale grabs the miss.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win, and his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Pass to Sharp. And here's Harris from the arc. Saric grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 11. Booker outside. Paul outside. Out to Saric. Latre. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 14.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Nets trail by 14. Durant for 3. Pass to O'Neal. At the elbow, it's Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Lee with the steal. Now, here's Bridges. From downtown, it's hauled in by Claxton. Tipped away. Inside. From down in the low post, it goes. 10 points for KD.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 15. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
Durant inside.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
Pass to Bridges. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Durant. Payne grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Pass to Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And then Durant with the jam.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. 13 points up at the end of the period. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him. Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Here's Durant from about 19 feet. Drained for 2 points. Durant's got 14.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Bridges, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Booker outside. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Trains the three-pointer. Bridges got 5 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. 16 points for him.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
A nice shot by Booker.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's the pick. KD on the wing. He's got 16. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Out to Lee. It's stolen by Harris. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Irving. Rebound by the Suns. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Just 2 to shoot. No good from Booker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
To the inside. Here's Sumner. Chalk up 2 there. Sumner's got his first points of the game.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Shamet on the wing. Shots good by Lee.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Timeout called, the Nets. Nets trailed by 19. Pass to Sumner. Down low. Here's Sharp. Out to Harris. And here is Curry. There's a screen. Clock at 4. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Phoenix ball.
Suns leading by 19. Lee outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Lee's got 9 points here in the second half.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Curry outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 16-7 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Out to Lee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From past the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
KD on the wing. Hits it from 3-point range. KD's got 19 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
KD draws the double. Here's Thomas. Back to KD. Shot from 12. That doesn't go either for Durant. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Again, the miss by Booker.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's KD. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns? On the free throw, no good.
Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Now here's Booker. Launches a 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Outside Durant. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart and the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Right side Irving. Over Booker. Irving misses. Suns lead by 22. On the wing, Lee. Back to Bridges. Booker outside. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Harris. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Hands it from downtown.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lee. The three. The rebound by the Nets. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, Patrick Mills.
Here's Sumner. And the Nets miss again. For three, Booker. It drops.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.